Hello and welcome to my first ever Let's Play video with BetMadZac. Okay, we've just opened a new world, BetMadZac's world in Terreria. And you can see here, this is BetMadZac in the middle. He's in his inventory, in his hotbar. He's got only a copper short sword, a copper axe, a pickaxe and a copper axe. Pickaxe for digging blocks and the regular axe for chopping down trees to get wood. So the first thing we need to do is get some wood. The other dude that you can see on here, Kevin, he's the guide, and we can talk to Kevin and find out how to do things. Kevin's probably about to get attacked by... Oh no, he's not going to get attacked by this little slime. This little slime's going to attack BetMadZac. So we've just killed him. We got some coins and we also got some gel, which is great. Now we need to carry on, get quite a lot of wood. First thing to do when you first arrive in Terreria, before nighttime comes, get plenty of wood, and then we need to be making a base as well. So when we're chopping, we need to chop at the base of the tree. Otherwise, it only cuts the tree down to the level that you've been chopping at, which can be a little bit of a pain because it leaves a stump there, which probably isn't any use to you at this point in time. So we're just going to run back and forth a little bit here, collecting a bunch of wood, which will enable me to build myself a base fairly soon. I may chop a little bit of the ground out as well to help with making that base. And as you can see over there's quite a bit of deep water. Water's a little bit of a problem in Terraria because our characters can't swim, but we can jump up and down. Because it's daytime, there's no really nasty mobs, just the slime that we saw. These are friendly mobs, so I can jump, but I can't actually swim very much. So let's just... Well, there's a little bit of a cave here. If I... now this is good. So there's a couple of pots here. If I smash the pot, then I get some loot, which is always handy. If I chop down a bit of a tree here, now so the acorn, the acorn landed up there. I'm not going to be able to reach that because I don't have the right tools, and I can't jump that high. But running around, grabbing. So you can see in the hotbar up here, we've got 209 pieces of wood already and 14 acorns. At an appropriate point later, I need to plant the acorns to enable me to grow new trees. There's some interesting rules. It needs to be on flat ground with 30 blocks of space above it. It needs to be on dirt with some grass, and needs to not have anything directly next to it. Oh, now we missed when we came down here before. There's a little chest down here in the water. So once I've killed these slimes, I'm just going to... Let me just kill this slime, and then let me get back here because there's a chest down here. If you can just see it, oh, that's good. It's got some bits and pieces in it. So if we loot everything, it's got me some torches, which I'm going to put up there. The lead's not a lot of use. The banner certainly isn't a lot of use. The gel's handy. Now then, here comes another slime. Let's have that. Now then, I should actually pick that chest up as well. The chest I'll need to do with the pickaxe. So whilst we're underwater, you can see up here our breath, and the breath bubbles are going down as we run out of water. Now then, oh yes, I just about managed to make that. Oh, that was all a little bit tricky. So now then, this is round about where we started. What I'm just going to start doing now is I'm just going to dig across here a little bit. Now every world has a bunch of standard ores, and there are some differences. So we've got lead. We got some bars of lead, but this is now tin ore. Tin ore makes some tools and some weapons, but not very good ones, not very strong ones. But of course, I think they're about as strong as the copper ones that we've started the game with. One of the things we'll need to make is a sledgehammer or a lump hammer type thing, so that we can take the background wall, which you can see. So we're digging at the moment these blocks out of the way to make a nice flat area for us to start building a house. And in the background you can see like this dirty brown background wall. Now if we leave that as it is and we build our house here, then mobs will actually, if that's inside our house, mobs will actually be able to spawn inside the house even when we've got doors on and we've got it in theory closed to be safe. That's a bit of a nuisance. So later on, once we've built the house and we're ready, we can make the right sort of tools and replace the background wall with some player generated wall, which will be a lot safer. So what I'm going to do, let me just get that slime. Excellent. Oh, here's another slime. Let me get him. Now then, I'm going to start. Make myself a small property to start with. So laying the wood down is quite easy. Now then, what I'm going to do, I'm going to do this all the way across, because we're going to need to make somewhere for our guide to live as well. Because if we don't, when the night time comes, he is going to get attacked. And once he gets attacked, he'll die. Now, it's not really bad news if the guide gets attacked and dies, because when the next daytime comes, a new guide will come along. But it's always nice to build him somewhere safe to be. So you'll see, we need to make rooms that are big enough. So if I press the escape button now, I've got this crafting window here. I can create a workbench. So I need some wood. I've got plenty of wood. So I'm going to pop a workbench down here. And now that we've got a workbench, when I stand close to the workbench, I can make more items. So you can see I can make wooden doors. I'm going to make myself a bunch of wooden doors. I'm going to need to make myself a few chairs. Chairs are always handy. I'm going to need to make myself some tables as well. In order to make a home for a what we call an NPC actually to live in. So the guide is an NPC. In order to make a home for him to live in, we need to have a room that is big enough, and I believe it needs to be at least about 10 blocks wide, but we'll make this one a little bit wider. I'm going to just pop a door in here like this, and then if I go over here and pop a chair and a table down, then my buddy will be able to move in. Probably a good idea if I actually create a door over here so that he can get in. So I will do that, and you can see it's starting to come on night time already, which is not a major problem, although it's going to get dark and we're not going to be able to see anything. But I did get some torches out of that chest, so that's pretty cool. What I'm going to do here, hopefully as night time comes on, my friend the guide is actually going to move into one of these rooms. So let me just make this room as well. I'm going to, now whichever way I'm facing when I lay the chair down is which way around the chair will be, so I want it facing inwards. Pop the table there. Now if I just pop back down here, and how much wood have I got? I've got 42, so I've not got a huge amount of wood. If I go back to the crafting option, I can make a wooden wall look. Now for every piece of wood I've got, I get four wooden wall, which sounds like a lot, but you use them up pretty quickly. So let me just do that, so that I've got 128 now. I'm going to try and make my guide, at least give my guide some background wall here that helps him feel a bit safer. There we go, and then as soon as I've got this done, I can put some torches on the wall and it won't be quite so dark. So see how quickly we're using up the wall there. Let me just, now I've got a little trick that I want to show you here, and this is if I fill this out here. Now remember I said before that the regular background wall, the dirt wall, isn't really very good, but we'll leave it as it is for now. I am now going to pop a torch just inside the door like this. Now doors open whichever way I face it. If I'm facing outwards, the door will open outwards. If I'm facing inwards, the door should open inwards, but it won't. I have to turn and face away to open it. This is good because when the mobs come to attack us at night time, they can't turn about and present from the opposite direction, so they can't open that door to get in, which normally they can't open the door anyway, but on certain conditions there's a thing called a blood moon that happens sometimes, where you get lots more mobs than on a regular night, and also they can open doors and get in, but they won't be able to open that door, so our little house will be quite safe. See here, we're running out of wall pretty quickly. Oh, and I didn't mean to turn that into wood building. Now it does seem that our guide hasn't moved in, so let me just check the quality. If I click on housing and do a housing query, it says this housing is suitable, so really our guide should be moving in soon. You can see we've got a zombie knocking at the door. Let me just Yes, I can see it's missing the house, the light source. If I put a light source on the wall in here, then I should have, daisy, I should have also another room that's suitable in case any more NPCs turn up. Now, what I really need to be doing is beating up these zombies. See, my short sword's not very strong, not very powerful, but hopefully I can kill them before they get too close to me. Okay, now we've got some lead on us. I'm not sure whether we can make a more powerful sword. Let me just press escape and see what's in the crafting window. We've got 3 lead bars. It's not enough for us to make. So a wooden sword would be 7 melee damage as opposed to 5 melee damage, and would have a weak knockback, but it would be better than what we've got. So I think I'm going to create myself a wooden sword. I'm just going to put the copper short sword down there. Okie dokie. You can see we've now got hardly any wood. This is all a bit of fun. So it's all going to be quite high. You see now there's a picture here of Kevin the guide. So that is going to be Kevin's room. Let me just leap up there and close his door so that he's got a little bit of privacy there. I'm just going to pop in a couple of torches like that, and as our game goes on, we will start to build up and create more rooms, because you get quite a lot of these so-called NPCs. Their NPC stands for non-player character. Really, I could do with making a door on this side as well. So what I'm just going to do, I'm just going to pick up my workbench, and then I'm going to put my workbench down right next to there, which will give me a secure door again that can't be opened from the outside. I am probably going to get invaded here by these demon eyes. Quite hard work to kill them with a pickaxe, but at least I'm managing it, which gets me a few coins, which is always handy. And now then, let me just pop the door into that hole. There we go. Those bits can't be picked up. They just look, so they slowly fade as time goes on. So now this is the situation. Our guide has got stuck. He's got stuck over here. You can see on the map he's just stuck over here. So I think we should venture out and see if we can find the guide. I think he's got stuck. He's got himself stuck down there. Probably the best thing for us to do then is to help create some steps. So if I just do this, then our friend, the guide, should be able to make his way back to the house. Oh, now that was really close. If I press a half a health, that automatically eats the mushroom thing for me, which is great. But you can see there's now a timer counting down at the top left of the screen in seconds until the next time I can have something to improve my health. Fortunately, this zombie can be attacked a little bit easier. And then let's hope that this one can be attacked as well. Oh dear, he's hurting the guide. Don't kill my guide. That wouldn't be good. So now, as we go on in the game, we will get better and better weapons, which is really good news for us, because with better weapons you can kill the zombies a hell of a lot easier, an awful lot easier, and that makes it possible for you to do other things apart from just stand there having to hit a zombie 20-30 times to get it killed. Maybe with one of the really good swords you can kill the zombie off in just 2 strikes, which is pretty good. And these skeletons are a little bit stronger than some of the other ones, and therefore when I hit them they don't get knocked back quite so far. What I'm doing just here is I'm just clearing out some dirt. It's always handy to have some dirt in your inventory for building emergency land bridges and structures, but also this should make things a little bit easier to get our guide back home a little bit. There we go. You see he is now on his way. You can also see that daylight's starting to come along a bit. As I go over this way I can just dig another tree. I can see just enough in this light to enable me to dig a tree. This is fantastic news. And look at this tree. This is a really tall one. Looks pretty cool. So I'm just going to chop that down. Oh, I've got loads of wood there and a bit of an acorn. There's a couple of vases there, which is pretty handy. You see we're now running out of torches. That was our last torch. Oh, here comes another zombie. Is he a strong one? He's not too strong. And as we're coming through, when daylight comes, I think we will be ready to start doing some other tasks. Now then, let me just... sunflowers, I haven't really found a use for sunflowers yet. It's not going to let me do that. Let me just see whether I can... if I just clean some of these weeds away, then I should be able to plant some things. But as I was saying earlier, there needs to be a certain amount of room above the top of a tree. So that first one I planted is probably not going to do a lot. Let me just see about planting a couple of trees also along here. Because if you've got trees close to home, then that's always really handy. Now you see our guide's come into the house and he's left the door open, which is a bit of a nuisance. And it's the sort of thing that kids do, but also the NPCs tend to do it, which means that baddies can get in and attack you. Now, this looks interesting. There's actually some wooden platforms across here. I've not seen this in a world before. This looks therefore like there's a bit of a tunnel going on. Now I've got a little bit of wood on me, and I've also got some gel. So if no matter where I am, if I've got wood and gel, I can make myself some torches, which is good news. So I can do that look, and then I can just pop a torch on the wall here. I can go down a little bit. Oh yes, this looks like we can do a little adventure down here. Although, now I've never seen anything quite like this. I wonder what this is. This looks like a jungle door of some sort. Now there's a bit of a cool treasure chest in here. This looks rather exciting. It's one of the great things about Terraria. This is that you find these little hidden underground rooms. If I right click on the chest, let's have a look what's inside. A living room can be used for special crafting. I've never come across that before, so I should be looking up to find out more about that. A living loom. A living wood wand. Consumes wood, places living wood. That sounds quite exciting. So if I do loot all, that's the quickest way to do it. Now what happened? Oh, there's the one's gone into my hot tray. So that's rather neat. Now then, let me just bust that vase open. See, there's a vase up there as well. Now if I am happy that I've just checked here. You can see there's another chest just over there. So if I see the water's slightly higher on the outside than it is on the inside, so I'm going to just create a slightly higher up bit there. Now then, we've got wooden arrows. We've got some more lead bars, so that's handy. Excellent stuff. Now this chest I think I will take with me. The exploring underground's always good fun. It's really what Terraria is all about. I think really, as it's now come daytime, I should be heading back and saving the game. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to end it there, folks, for this time, and hope to